Hello and welcome to a full day of eating with Ulcerative Colitis. My goal for 2023 was to enter my 30s, the healthiest I've ever been. Instead, I've been diagnosed with a lifelong condition. Yay! Okay, so when we look at all the conditions underneath that IBD umbrella, more often than not we find individuals with gut dysbiosis, which is an imbalance in the gut. If I'm being completely honest with you, and I said this to a client yesterday, I think the vast majority of this world, even without issues like IBD or IBS, have a poor gut microbiome. So feel free to take some pointers from this video and include them in your routine and your diet. So for us, we're looking at improving that gut microbiome through pre and probiotics. I've just started using Simprov. I was using the Supplement Needs probiotic, which I think is a fantastic supplement for people that maybe don't have huge gut issues like IBD or IBS. We want something that isn't freeze-dried. This is water-based. So what's going to happen is the body's not going to go, okay, it's a food, let's release loads of acid and break it down. It's all that 10 billion CFU is going to hit where we want it to hit. Whereas with freeze-dried probiotics, sometimes we're not getting the total amount that is recommended. However, like I said, I was using these. I've now shifted over to this. There's 10 billion CFUs per 70 ml shot. I always get in a bit of expenditure fasted. Me and the doggo always do four or so thousand steps fasted, and on my walk I'll stay nice and hydrated. Another big one, a big driver for gut issues is stress. Stress is just, it's the number one killer, ladies and gents, anyway. So spend a little bit of time in the morning. I know I'm being hypocritical here because I've got a phone in my hand, but it's simply for the vlog. When I take him for a walk every morning, 45 minutes to an hour, I've got no phones. Don't wake up and ignite that cortisol straight away by looking at your phone, getting triggered by an email or a notification or someone's YouTube comment or Instagram comment. No phones. A little trick I do as well is the subconscious mind controls the conscious mind. Little tip that I do every morning. Today's going to be a good day. I've been doing that for years. The last couple of years, I've been telling myself, today's going to be a good day. Lo and behold, it's a good day. But like I said, mindfulness. Take 10 minutes in the morning. There's plenty of apps out there, breathing techniques, Wim Hof. You've got Calm, mindfulness. That just aligns you for the day. I highly recommend it. It is now 8 o'clock. Dog walk done. Time for calls and check-ins. Note, I'm intermittent fasting. So even on training days, I'm doing a 16-8. So my last meal of the day is about 7 p.m. and my first meal is around about 11 a.m. So I'm getting in like a pre-workout, a post-workout and a meal 3. My total caloric target for this day, 160 protein, 350 carb, 80 grams of fat. A couple of these bad boys. Don't drink tap water no more. I think since living out in Ibiza and having bottled water and feeling fairly decent on it, like it's going to make much of a difference, who knows. But with all this nonsense going on with like Thames water and sewage, I'm just thinking, I'm going to stick with my bottle. I'll just get whatever's on offer at the current time. 6 Evians for like 3 something. Health is wealth. Meg, how are we? Jackie boy. Morning Scott, how are you sir? Mr. Clinton, I hope you are well, my friend. Jack, morning mate, thank you for your updates. I think it's worth having in the arsenal for its effectiveness at cost ratio is L-Glutamine. When we look at the gut lining, there has been some improvements. It's not like definitive, but there's a decent amount of backing and anecdotally from people as well to help alleviate symptoms of L-Glutamine. So I have 20 grams a day, I have 10 grams fasted, so either when I get back from the dog walk or even before my food. And I also have 10 grams with my pre-workout. The only way that I'm having caffeine at the moment is having my pre-workout with 10 grams of L-Glutamine and some pineapple. It's time for food. We are breaking down our breakfast. We're not having all of our breakfast at once. We don't want to overload the system too much. So when we're looking at pre and probiotics, starting the day off with some prebiotic foods, some oats, bananas, apple, cacao powder, peanut butter, what else? Kimchi, sauerkraut. So that's the first thing I want to hit the digestive system after my probiotic shot is some prebiotics. So for our first meal of 3, if you want to call it that, I'm gonna have some ready bread with some cacao powder, honey, peanut butter and banana. 50 grams, and I'll do a 4:1 ratio. So 50 grams of ready bread and then 200 ml of water. This squeezy peanut butter may be one of the best inventions of, if it was invented in 2023, then one of the best inventions of 2023. Along with Oppenheimer, which is the best film of 2023. Maybe the best film ever. Would I like a pain au chocolat and a coffee? Of course I would. You know I love a pastry. But sometimes in life, folks, we're dealt with cards, we've got to deal with them. I'm sure there will be a time where I can enjoy a pastry again, but in the meantime, it's about getting this better. So this is my number 1. My number 2 is just gonna be some Frosties. But another tip, doesn't really apply to this because it's just like liquid, but make sure you're chewing your food. Like I said at the beginning of this video, a lot of these tips, you people should be taken on board regardless of not having any IBD or any digestive issues. Far too many of us are eating in high stress states, and this was taught to me years ago from Callum Raystrick about the importance of not eating in an aroused state. Making sure that we're in that parasympathetic nervous state before we consume any food. Not slamming pre-workout straight after training, waiting for our heart rate to drop a little bit so that the digestion process can be a lot better. This is very tasty. I know I said I'd like a pain au chocolat, but I tell you what, not bad this. Next on the menu, we've got some Frosties. The idea here is low residue. You know, when the gut is inflamed, we don't want to be running too many fibrous foods through. So Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pops, Frosties. I mean, they say cornflakes, but cornflakes is, do you know what I mean? It's a bit dry. It's a bit dry. So we're going Frosties. I had these after I had my colonoscopy, and it's all good. And this is the thing with IBD and everything that comes underneath that umbrella. Some foods are going to work well for you, and those same foods might not work well for someone else. So you don't want a blanket statement and say you can't eat this, or you should avoid dairy, or you should avoid gluten. You can't be doing that. You just can't, all right? 75 grams of Frosties with some Plenish. Only 3 ingredients. Spring water, organic almonds, and sea salt. And then what we're finally having for the last part of the breakfast is sourdough, some salmon, 50 grams of salmon, and 3 whole eggs. Farm eggs they are. How are you finding the pescatarian diet, Tom? I like it. I said on Instagram the other day, I feel light. I feel good on just fish, eggs. I have a little bit of whey protein, but I've switched to Perform Isolate, and so far so good. But yeah, fish, eggs, a little bit of whey protein, feels nice. God, I'm gonna eat this. I've got calls from 12 till 1, then we'll get ready for the gym. Right, look how big that pineapple is. Pineapples are so funny. So caffeine, I know people with digestive issues, caffeine affects them. This little stack for me thus far has been okay. Who knows, maybe in the future I'll do like a 30 days no caffeine, but I love my caffeine, I love my MVP. What I have taken out is my black coffee and empty stomach. Maybe that was the cause. Maybe the Yihimbine and black coffee at the start of what, like Feb, March, every single day on an empty stomach caused some disruption here, who knows. But for my pre-workout, I'm having 10 grams of L-Glutamine. I'm having a serving of MVP. I'm putting a little bit of pineapple in there as well. Pineapple obviously containing bromelain. Whether or not bromelain has any impact on caffeine or any of these ingredients inside a pre-workout, who knows. But so far, so good in terms of my symptoms and it not causing a problem. So L-Glutamine 10 grams, 7 of MV pre, which I have 9 grams, and a little bit of pineapple. And then today we have chest and quads.
Probably one of the most simplest and easiest and tastiest post-workouts this. Big fan of jasmine rice. I've always been a big fan of jasmine. I could probably launch 2 packs of that down and have no digestion issues. Just sits really well with me. So just simply having some king prawns, some pak choy, a little bit of lightest soy sauce, and then some plums to top it off with. Simple, easy post-workout, just what you want when you come in from a Szechuan. All I do is literally throw everything in there, pak choy, with the rice and the prawns, bit of soy sauce, and then just cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, it's looking all sticky. All the sticky ones. Oh. Simples, man. Just nice and easy. Getting back, getting there. Bit of salmon tonight, folks, for dinner. Good natural anti-inflammatory. Salt, pepper, got some oregano, and then the Nando's. I like the Nando's peri-peri salt on my salmon. Gives it a nice bit of flavour, you know. Bit of rigatoni for the pasta tonight. Ensalada mixta. Just got some baby leaf. We have some cucumber and watermelon. I suppose for my macros at the moment, I'm leveraging more with fruits, I suppose, than like veg. Like broccoli's a no-go. I can't have no tender stem. Just wreaks havoc. I think it wreaks havoc for a lot of people, to be fair, but yeah, I'm just having like, what am I having? Rocket, spinach, baby leaf, fruit, I'm having pineapple, raspberries, blueberries. Just be careful of the pips in there, they can cause issues with digestion. Banana. I'm getting more than enough in there. Good, this stuff. Reduced fat, French dressing. Handy if you're on prep. Friday night dinner, but no Joe tomorrow. He's on a stag do. So I've got tries and hamstrings on my own. I think I'll get a meal in tomorrow before I train. Train about 10, get a meal in about 8, up at 6. Nice. I'm watching Queen of the South. Just started Queen of the South. It's great. I was a bit stop-start. I was like, no, it's not giving me narca, but like I soon warmed up to it, and I'm hooked. Hola chica. Hola chica. Fruit just hits different in Spain, doesn't it? Tastes like sweet. That pineapple tastes like a Haribo pineapple. We're in Madrid. I couldn't hack it no more. The weather was getting me. The older I get, the weather seriously affects this, you know. As soon as I get off the plane, instant, I'm happy again. So I'm here for six nights. I'm doing low budget. I was looking at going beef, it was too expensive. I thought, let me just go somewhere where I know, decent gyms, Madrid, good weather, got Caddy 4 in the corner, super core, little food shop, and I'm done. Eat, train, work. And then the sun will sort me out, and I'll get back home and I'm alright for a couple of weeks before I've got to go on holiday again. No, I'm alright for like a month or 2, and then I think, well, I can start getting itchy feet again. But where am I going with this? Oh yeah, so wrapping up with supplementation at the moment that I'm using. I think it's important that when you are looking to like improve something, that you don't throw the kitchen sink at it. In the sense that it allows you, if you slowly incorporate supplements and then assess symptoms and tolerance over a 2 to 3 week period, you can know sometimes when you throw loads of things in, it's like, what's working and what isn't. So for me at the moment, I'm keeping it very basic. Simprov is my probiotic. For anti-inflammatory, I'm using liposomal curcumin from Supplement Needs, which is fantastic. I highly recommend people just use that or utilise that anyway. Pairs really well with liposomal glutathione, which is a powerhouse antioxidant, but I'm just using the curcumin. Omega-3s from Supplement Needs as well, and I'm using vitamin D at 8,000 IU, so two sprays of the 4,000 IU from Holland & Barrett, the Deluxe, and that's about it. I think that is about it in terms of supplementation at the moment. All good, symptoms are okay. I've got an appointment with the gastroenterology department on Wednesday, which is cool. Slipped through the net a bit with the NHS. I'm going to do a video just like discussing how this happened, diagnosis, colonoscopy, etc. But slipped through the net a little bit. Thankfully, my mum's a psychiatric nurse and works for the NHS, so you know what I mean. I'm going to go and see them on Wednesday, which should be good. Maybe get some further tests, see what's going on, but I feel alright so far. Feel good. Diet's good, feeling good, sleeping well, keeping stress low. That's all we can do, folks. Right, I'm going to go to that rooftop bar over there and grab a cerveza. And sit there with a big grin on my face like a pig in shit while you lot are raining at home. I don't hate the player. All those years when I was in GNC, I used to sit in the back going, "God, keep working hard, Tom, because one day you'll be able to just wake up and go, I'm going to go to Madrid for 6 months. Lo and behold, I'm here." Motivation. Right, see you later. I'm sure I'll do a Madrid vlog. Is that really common? Oh no! That's really disgusting, guys. That's serving me right for talking to you lovely people whilst eating. I do apologise, that's really grim, but my last meal was at 7 PM last night and the time is now 5 PM here. I'm hungry and breaking the fast with some fruit. Right, you take care of yourself. Hope you could take something from this video. Hold tight, my colitis crew. Love you all. Thank you, good night. Much love.